Have you ever met someone who just seems off? Maybe they're incredibly charming, but also ruthlessly manipulative? Or perhaps they have a huge ego and a complete lack of empathy. If this sounds familiar, you might have encountered someone with traits from what psychologists call the Dark Triad. Today, we're diving deep into this fascinating and often unsettling concept. The Dark Triad isn't a clinical diagnosis, but rather a cluster of three distinct yet overlapping personality traits: narcissism, Machiavellianism, and psychopathy. Think of them as three dark cousins who share some family resemblances. They all involve a socially malevolent character, with tendencies towards self-promotion, emotional coldness, and deception. Let's break them down one by one so you can learn to spot the signs. First up, let's talk about narcissism. This goes way beyond just loving a good selfie. We're talking about an inflated sense of self-importance, a deep-seated need for excessive admiration, and a startling lack of empathy for others. Narcissists often see themselves as superior and special. They might fantasize about unlimited success, power, or brilliance. When you're around them, the conversation always seems to circle back to their achievements and their problems. They expect special treatment and can become angry or impatient when they don't get it. Critically, their grandiosity is often a mask for a very fragile self-esteem. They can't handle criticism, and any perceived slight can trigger what's known as narcissistic rage. Next on our list is Machiavellianism. This trait is named after Niccolò Machiavelli, the Renaissance writer who famously argued that it's better for a ruler to be feared than loved. Someone high in Machiavellianism is a master manipulator. They are strategic, cunning, and view people as pawns in their own game of chess. They believe the ends justify the means and have no problem with flattery, deception, or exploiting others to get what they want. Unlike narcissists who might be loud about their greatness, Machiavellians are often more subtle and patient. They are playing the long game, carefully planning their moves to maximize their own gain, often at a significant cost to others. They have a cynical view of human nature and prioritize power and success above all else. Finally, we have psychopathy. This is often considered the darkest of the three. The core features of psychopathy are a profound lack of empathy and remorse. People with high psychopathic traits are often impulsive, thrill-seeking, and show a persistent pattern of antisocial behavior. They can be charming and persuasive on the surface, but underneath, there's a chilling emotional void. They don't form deep emotional bonds and view others as objects to be used. While we often associate this term with violent criminals, it's important to know that many nonviolent individuals in society also exhibit these traits. They might be the cutthroat business executive or the con artist who feels no guilt about the lives they ruin. Their defining feature is their inability to feel what others feel. So how do these three traits overlap? All three share a common core of callousness and manipulation. A person can have traits from all three, making them particularly difficult and potentially harmful to deal with. For example, someone could have the ego of a narcissist, the strategic manipulation of a Machiavellian, and the cold, remorseless heart of a psychopath. Recognizing these traits is the first step toward protecting yourself. It's about setting firm boundaries and understanding that you can't change someone who doesn't see a problem with their behavior. If you feel you're dealing with someone who exhibits these characteristics and it's affecting your mental health, it's so important to seek support from friends, family, or a mental health professional. You don't have to navigate these challenging relationships alone. Thanks for watching and taking the time to understand this complex topic. If you found this video helpful, please give it a like and subscribe for more insights into human psychology.
Stay safe and take care of yourselves.